Well, thank you, Brendan. It's the start of Week Without Driving, which is a national week that encourages the use of public transit. And here in the Twin Ports, two organizations are teaming up to bring something unique to the effort. Northern News Now's Hannah Morgan joins us live in studio to tell us more. Good morning, Hannah.
Good morning, Madison. That's right. So the Zeitgeist and the Duluth Transit Authority are teaming up for a special project to kick off Week Without Driving. They have created the Twin Ports Bus Shelter Art Project as a way to spread art across the community and encourage public transport ridership. They will unveil the artwork on 6th Avenue East and 9th Street, and according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, about 1/3 of the nation's residents don't have driver's license. And more so, Pew Research Center reports that 1 in 10 Americans rarely or never drive a car. And the bus shelter was set to be unveiled today, but Zeitgeist says they had to push it to Wednesday due to some damages. Reporting in studio, I'm Hannah Morgan, Northern News Now.